Good morning everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we're doing a high taper on the waves. I'm doing a pretty basic technique for you guys, make it real simple. But here I'm going in to go ahead and start the haircut. I always like to comb out the hair. That way all the waves are nice and standing up. That way you get a more even cut. Alright you guys, so to start the cutting down process, I will be only using one clipper and I'm going to be using the Oster fast feeds. And here I have my purple magnetic guards. I have the number 1 guard with the lever all the way open, making it a true 1.5. And basically when I go in, I always like to start right there at the crown, at the calic area. So doing nice full strokes and making sure that I'm going in the right direction. That is the most important thing you want to do whenever you're cutting waves, because you do not want to patch your client and that will basically mess up the entire haircut. So make sure you guys are paying attention. If you guys are not sure, I always like to run the comb through, and if it glides easily, that means I'm going with the grain. So if I am, just go straight in with the clipper and then start cutting it down. But I always like to go ahead and start with the crown. Alright you guys, so now to go ahead and start on the neck taper, I'm going to be using my cordless T outliner. And once again, make sure the hair is nice and combed out. And here I'm just setting in basically like my first guideline. And when I'm going in, I'm going to make sure that I'm trimming every single hair and making my canvas nice and clean. Just because like once you go completely clean and you're so organized with your steps, it makes it a whole lot easier for you in the end. So here I'm switching back over to my Oster fast feeds, this time with the lever all the way open with no guard. And I'm gonna go ahead and create a guideline by going up an inch. Now here I'm gonna go in and close the lever all the way, and we're gonna begin to blend out that bottom line right there. And I'm gonna be flicking up, going up a 1/4 inch every single time, and then opening the lever halfway and continuing to blend the bottom line up. And you're gonna start to see the bottom line completely disappearing. So my client here does have a lot of hair going in different directions, so I always think doing wave tapers is usually pretty difficult because always on the neck it's always like that. So yeah, you just want to make sure that you guys are going in every single direction and just mainly play with the lever. Alright you guys, so now here I went ahead and attached my 0 guard, and once again with the lever all the way open, I'm gonna go in and continue to blend up by creating another guide, this time going up about 1/2 inch. So now using the lever all the way closed, I'm gonna go in and start to blend out the bottom line. And as you guys are seeing right here, I'm going in all different directions because his hair is going in different directions. So definitely want to go against the grain and sometimes even with the grain to just try to blend in any line that you see as much as possible. So here I'm basically just going back and doing some cleanup work. I felt like the half guard all the way closed wasn't fully getting rid of the very bottom line. So before moving on to the next step, I always go back and clean it up. But here now I have my number 1 guard, and once again we're gonna continue to blend up. So I have the lever all the way open, and I'm gonna create a new guideline, still going up 1/2 inch. So now, could you guys guess what we're gonna do next? If you guys said just close the lever, you guys are correct. So here, close the lever, clean up the bottom line, pretty much it. So yeah, these steps are really simple. I always just start with the lowest setting and then work my way all the way up until it completely blends out the line to the top. Here I'm going back in with the half guard, just touching it up, making sure I'm trying to get it as best as I possibly can. So yeah, just doing some detail work right here. Now here with the number 2 guard, this time I'm gonna go in with the lever all the way closed. I feel like that's gonna finish off the taper completely. So I'm going in, just flicking out as much as I can to try to finish off the blend. Now here I went ahead and attached my 1 guard, and since I did a 1.5 on top, I usually like to reattach the number 1 guard, this time with the lever all the way closed, and just go with the grain just to kind of blend in the transition with the number 2 to the top. Alright you guys, so now starting on the side taper, the steps are going to be exactly the same. So here I'm going in with my cordless trimmers to go ahead and set in my bald guideline. With my Oster fast feed, starting with the lever all the way open. So now here on the side taper, we're not going to have that much room to work with, so my steps are going to be a lot smaller. So instead of going 1 inch for my guideline, I'm going up 1/2 inch. So now here I'm going in with the lever all the way closed and beginning to blend out the bottom line.
this shit clean.
Now going with the lever halfway to go ahead and finish out the bottom line. And I find it important to be using a brush on this step. I don't know why, I just feel a lot better because when I go in to go ahead and brush it, I kind of see exactly what I'm doing. But here I have my half guard and continuing to create a new guideline, going up about 1/2 inch with the lever all the way open. Here, using the lever all the way closed, we're going to go in and blend out the bottom line. Alright you guys, so for the next step I have my one guard with the lever all the way open, and I'm going to go in and create a new guideline by going up another 1/2 inch. Now going in with the lever all the way closed to go ahead and clean up whatever is underneath to get rid of that line. Last but not least, the number 2 guard, the longest guard we're going to be using for his hair. Attached it with the lever all the way closed and basically just flicking out to the top. Now here I'm going to go in with the grain with the number 1 guard with the lever all the way closed to finish off the taper. Alright you guys, so for this trick I actually just started doing this. I seen the Wave God right in front of me, 360 GZ doing this, and I was like, you know what, that looks dope, you know? Like, so I was like, hey bro, could you show me how to do that? So he showed me how to do it, and it's really nice because it makes the waves lay down real good, and at the end to go in and line them up, it makes everything look just complete. I mean, you guys will see at the end. But yeah, what you have to do if you're going to be doing this is you got to lay down a generous amount of foam to the top of his head and just basically just brush it through. Then after that, we're going to go ahead and apply the do-rag and then give his head some heat to make sure it fully dries and the waves are going to be nice and laid down. Alright, so for all the professional wavers, everybody that knows how to use this, please do not judge me. I'm used to doing like a bunch of comb overs and stuff, but I'm trying, you know. Yeah, my wave, I don't know how to really 100% put on a wave cap. I've never used one for myself, so bear with me. I tried the best I could, and I thought it came out pretty dope, so yeah. I'm grabbing my Dyson blow dryer and attaching that specific nozzle. It's gonna act like, I don't know if you guys ever been to a salon chair and you see those ladies that are sitting underneath the hair dryer with the big attachment to it. This is basically gonna act like the same thing. So I'm gonna go in with about medium heat, and this does take a little while. So yeah, I'm gonna just fast forward right now. Alright, so now we're gonna do the big reveal. You guys are gonna see how it looks without the wave, without the do-rag. And yeah, his waves are laying down nice, so I think it's looking pretty good. Now it's time to line them up and finish off the cut. Alright you guys, so for the next part, I know a lot of people do not like this compressor, or not just the compressor, but I mean like the dye on the hairline. But I mean, if your guys' clients like it, I mean, what are you gonna do? You're gonna apply it and make your client feel great at the end of the haircut. So I mean, I know a lot of people don't like it, but if the client likes it, I'm gonna use it. So yeah, we're applying a little bit of color enhancement, and then at the end going in with a little bit of topic. I like to hit it with topic at the end because if you guys see, like at first it looks really shiny, and just hitting it with the topic at the end, it makes it look a little bit more natural. And I got that technique from Get Beam, so shout out to Get Beam from that. Now I'm going back in with the trimmers just to finish the haircut, make it 100% the best that I could do. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. Alright you guys, but that was the cut. I hope you guys liked it. If you guys learned something new, please leave the comment down below, or just any feedback that you guys have, make sure you drop that in the comment section down below. If you guys would like to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram is up there on the top corner on the left. But if you guys are new to this channel, please feel free to subscribe. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's it for me this week, you guys. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.